Hey guys, this is Nick with PhoneArena and I'm here at IFA 2014. I'm gonna do a quick comparison between Sony's new flagship, the Sony Xperia Z3, and the HTC One M8, HTC's flagship device right now. So let's start with the design. When it comes to build quality and appearance, both phones appear to be on the very same page. The Sony Xperia Z3 has flat front and back sides. Both have a layer of tempered glass on them. Looks really great. Feels great in the hand thanks to its curved side, and it's a very slim and light handset. It's only 7.3mm thick. Looks great, feels great. It's one high quality made smartphone. The HTC One, in comparison, has an all metal construction, and at the end of the day, it probably depends which one you'd prefer, the all-metal construction of the HTC One M8 or the glass build of the Xperia Z3. Both are great. The HTC One M8 is slightly heavier, but not by much. And while it is technically thicker, it feels about as good in your hand. Another thing that the two phones have in common are the front-facing speakers. Both of them have front-facing speakers which sound great. In fact, we just gave them a quick test and they appear to be identical in terms of loudness and quality. One thing that the Xperia Z3 has, but the HTC One M8 doesn't, is serious protection against water and dust damage. The Xperia Z3 has an IP68 rating, which means that you can safely use it in the pool or under heavy rain. The HTC One M8 does have an IP34 rating, but it is definitely not recommended to use it around the pool or when there's a risk of any moisture getting inside the device. The Sony Xperia Z3 has a 5.2-inch display, while the HTC One M8 has a 5-inch screen, even though physically it's about as large as the Xperia 3. Both phones appear to be very similar in terms of size, so that's clearly an advantage for the Sony Z3. This 0.2 inches of diagonal space is an advantage, definitely. The resolution is identical, 1080 by 1920 on both of the displays. Both panels are made using IPS LCD technology and have some great colors and viewing angles. As far as processing power goes, you get a quad-core Snapdragon 801 processor inside the Xperia Z3. It's running at 2.5 GHz maximum and it has 3 GB of RAM to back it up. It's an excellent hardware combination and it handles the software really well with no lags whatsoever. The HTC One M8 has a very similar processor, the Snapdragon 801, but with a maximum clock speed of 2.3 GHz. Therefore, it might be slightly slower in theory, but in reality, it's about as fast when it comes to everyday usage, and it also should be able to handle even the heaviest games that are available at the Play Store. In terms of RAM memory, you get 2 GB of RAM with the HTC One M8. When it comes to software, you get Android 4.4 KitKat with both devices, and the two have custom interfaces on top of them. Both have on-screen capacitive keys and come loaded with quite a lot of extras. Sony's interface is a bit more traditional in terms of presentation and layout. You get your application drawer here with this side panel for navigating through your apps, and this is what the multitasking menu looks like. A cool extra that you get with the Z3 are these small apps that you can open over your user interface and use them at any time. Here is the notification panel. On the HTC One M8, you get a user interface that's about as simple to use, but with a few extras. This is Blinkfeed. It would usually list the latest activity from your social networks, Facebook, Twitter, all of those social networks, popular ones. But you can also add news to this feed. I'm offline right now, so I cannot show you how it works in video, but basically it aggregates your news feed and your social networking Blinkfeed in one place for quick and easy access. This is the application drawer. It scrolls vertically instead of horizontally. And overall, both user interfaces are really good in terms of features and design. It's just up to you to decide which one you like better. As for the cameras on these two devices, you get a 20.7 megapixel camera with a single LED flash on the Sony Xperia Z3, while the HTC One M8 has a 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera with a secondary camera that is used to apply fancy effects to the images. You also get a dual tone LED light. Now, we have yet to compare the two cameras, but knowing how good of a camera the Z2 had, we're pretty confident that the Z3 would produce better photos than the HTC One M8. Still, this little extra LED light here is an advantage. The HTC One M8 is likely to produce better photos in low light when you're using the flash. And besides, the secondary camera can apply background defocus and blurring effects and some 3D effects to the images without you having to switch to a special mode, unlike the cases with the Z3. On the front of the Z3 we have a 2.2 megapixel camera, while the HTC One M8 has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Therefore, chances are you will be able to take much better selfies with the HTC One M8. And one more thing before we go, battery life. The Xperia Z3 comes with a 3100 mAh battery, while the HTC One M8 has a smaller 2600 mAh battery. Therefore, chances are you will be getting better battery life with the Xperia Z3, although the HTC One M8 is not bad at that respect either. So this was our quick comparison between the Sony Xperia Z3 and the HTC One M8. For more news from IFA 2014, check out our website, PhoneArena.com.